Okay. It's a bad delay. Oh, I had that saved. Hey, Valerie. That worked.
Yeah.
First time doing that live, so I didn't really know how to invite people to this one. Okay, I guess. Alright. You know the process that we export docs more thoroughly, Valerie. Can you start with that, I suppose?
I know the process? I don't know the process at all.
Uh,
I did not have anything to do with that in the past.
I think it's Logger does that.
I tell people that I've gone through them and tell the technical people that they could bring them in. It used to be that it was done automatically, which I didn't think was a really good idea. I don't know if we've changed that.
I know it's on user base, and then there's an export tool on user base that exports it, and I think Riddle takes it and puts it onto the website, the docs, Kubuntu.org. I believe that's how it's done.
Anyway, that's not important. This session is about getting other people to join us, correct?
Yeah. With
So
the first,
you're starting with the end instead of the beginning.
yeah. I suppose the first one would be to make a Katie identity account to use user base.
To me, the most important thing is using something and knowing what it looks like, wanting to help, being willing to make screenshots or write some or check facts.
Yeah, wanting to help is a big deal. You gotta want to do it, keep doing it. Passion.
Well, yes, some people are passionate about it. Some people are just willing to check their bit and whatever they've been working on or whatever they use a lot and make sure that it's written correctly and complete and error-free. So,
As much as humanly possible.
well, if we have nice simple docs, I think we can keep them error-free.
Yeah. Oh wow. If you go to wiki.kubuntu.org, it sends you right back to you community. What else? The link should be up there. Okay.
I think it's also important
Sorry.
I think it's also important that people come into the Kubuntu Devel channel or the Kubuntu Devel list and tell us that they are working on things so that we can help them with questions or check their work if they're new.
Yeah, even joining the Kubuntu user mailing list is a good thing as well. Being subscribed to both is even better.
I've never talked about documentation on the user list. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not sure that that's a smart thing since that's basically where people are asking questions to keep things working. I suppose an invitation might be decent.
Yeah, if your developers can reading both, and then you could see, oh, these people are having this issue, then we just tell them go to this mailing list, talk about your issues, and see if those can be fixed there.
It's true, although I haven't really found, like, I think that hash Kubuntu in IRC is where you see more basic questions.
Yeah.
I'm old-fashioned, so a mailing list is basic for me, but there's a lot of people who are, younger people who are like, mailing list? Does that work with email or what? They don't have a clue, so. I think most people wouldn't join a mail list just to ask a question. It's more long-time users that are having, sort of esoteric issues. So, anyway, be that as may.
Apache log remove the wiki. How easy is it for translators to get started with the user base site? I haven't really had experience with that.
I have not, since English is my only language, but
yeah.
It's very low. I'd say setting up identity is the toughest part. They log in, they have a translator account. It does take having a translator account. They won't let just anybody wander in and translate. And there's a plugin called Translate Wiki that actually sets things up for them, so it's supposedly pretty easy.
Okay, that's good.
But we do need to do better outreach because we don't have enough translations.
We don't even have anything in Korean, or don't even have it filled every European language either. Let's see. Okay. Danish, Greek, English, Polish, Romanian, Turkish, Ukrainian, and another one. And that's just for the main page.
I think Ukrainians have been otherwise occupied.
Yeah. Valerie, you said that there was it you or someone else said that the server stuff's getting taken care of with docs Kubuntu.org, that'll look better once everything gets moved around. I know somebody said that.
They're working on that. I think you're one of the people that has been working on the new server. So
new website. I haven't really touched server stuff. I don't really know anything about that.
Okay, but the
website.
Pages will be styled better once the new website is up. I would assume.
I don't know if separating everything to another website, is that a good thing? If the new site can maybe handle translations? The new site handles translations.
No. What I mean is, we're working in the wiki, so that's where translations will take place. What is supposed to be on docs.kubuntu.org is finished docs. The docs for people who are using, say, 1204 right now. we're on the wiki, we're working on 1210. So those should not, the 1210 docs should not be on the website now. They should only be added to the website once they're done so that people can consult 1210 docs. We're going to have to keep the 1204 docs for 5 years on the website, but they'll no longer be on the wiki. They'll be 5 years gone from the wiki by then. See my point?
Yeah. This Ubuntu doc site actually has the 3 currently supported distributions, kind of like that, how that's set up.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And actually, the last LTS, well, is that still under support? I think 1204 is still supported, so, we should have 1204 docs. I don't remember what the state of them back then was, but
Yeah, we should.
those are available on Launchpad, I think.
Yeah, I think they have their own branch and everything, too.
Right, as part of 1204.
Okay. That was one thing that I had on the Trello last cycle, is to port those for 1204 over. I think I took it off because some of the stuff in 1404 still kind of applies, even to 1204. But they should be a separate entity on its own.
Definitely.
Well, at least we can have 1204 and 1410 on the site once everything gets settled down. But right now we need translators.
All 3, yeah.
Yeah. I really do love this Ubuntu Docs website. It's really themed like the website itself.
Which ours should be.
Once everything gets settled down, yeah. Well, it's gonna be...
Because working on the wiki is pleasant. It's beautiful. So.
There we go.
Hi, Harry. Harry, are you the Ubuntu person?
Valerie, actually I am. I am head of Kubuntu Communications.
Nice. How are your docs working out for you?
I must admit I have been only in charge for another month or so. So I haven't had any chance to work with the documentation team for now, but we're trying to set up everything and get things smoother.
Cool.
So, but I'm just here in the background.
Discussion. Oh, the discussion tab.
Aaron, you're thinking, but you're not talking.
I'm thinking, but for me, it's always best to think a little bit more before I say anything. Think before you say. I was thinking of the discussion yesterday. What was that discussion? They were talking about restarting Ubuntu marketing team. I was thinking how that would tie into us trying to get more translators and contributors, as since I do have a Google Plus account that I currently have set up for the documentation team, that perhaps I don't know if I can transfer that to a different, like to Kubuntu's marketing team page, or just use that as the base to spread it around a little bit more about that we need help translating and contributing to the documentation as a whole.
Well, don't you think that's sort of a small message? Like, to me, we should be the basically sales team should be talking about contributing by filing bugs, by writing, by getting other people to use Kubuntu. I mean, there's all different kinds of ways that people can contribute.
Yeah, maybe just make it a Kubuntu marketing team, but spread it more than just solo documentation. It could just really spread the message of the contributing, and then a side project of contributing would be documentation and translation, but it would branch out to everything else you can do to help around.
I think having teams where when people first come in, you can point them here, here, here. I think that's really good. Yeah, I would like to see us have more of a stable documentation team where people come in and out. But
I was talking in the same session yesterday that they're saying that these little things that people just want to come in and go out, it's just not such a dedicated team you have to join to help out. I was saying it's documentation. You could just, I see a typo there and make a little account and just fix that, and then off you're on your way. Just little things you can fix here and here. You don't have to dedicate your time every like an hour to a day or anything. You just little read through and see, that's wrong, just fix that.
Yep. Actually, I wish that everybody, all of our developers, occasionally read something, especially if it's something that they've worked on.
Yeah, especially if it's a technical aspect of it.
So that we're technically correct, as well as looking good and being well written and no spelling and grammar errors and stuff like that.
Just like the whole, we do have a firewall that we didn't really know was there, or we don't use this anymore, and it's actually something else for the Kubuntu branch versus what Ubuntu uses as this firewall. I think we were discussing that we use something different than Ubuntu does, or somewhere along those lines.
Well, they have a GUI. I don't believe that we do. But that's why I like to link to KDE documentation and Ubuntu documentation as much as possible, because since somebody else is keeping all that current. And it's crazy to try and keep the same information current in more than one place. As far as I'm concerned, it's a whole lot better to link to something that's much more likely to be kept up to date and correct than try and do it ourselves. Plus, it's easier. And if it's easier, we'll be more likely to keep it going.
don't think I can change the name or anything on that Kubuntu Documentation Google Plus page. I think I'd have to make a whole nother one.
Why not?
Yeah, it's not a big deal to make a little Google Plus page. And people can join it, and we can send them off their way. Oh, you want you want something a little you don't have to spend much time on. You go documentation, fix your typos. Oh, you want to build packaging? Throw you at you at Slade later on the IRC or the Kubuntu development mailing list. Okay. Service area. Wait, what? Now it has to be a business you have to make a page for? Oh. Made it a business. Oh, you can edit the name. I think that's going to be our best way to try to get more contributors is making a marketing team and try to have more of a social interaction with the various social medias.
For a long time, we've needed somebody who was willing to use Twitter, get on Facebook, do G+, and we just haven't had somebody who wants to do that stuff. Not me.
I was trying to
I
make
barely
a
read them.
Twitter account, but I think someone already has made a Twitter account or a Facebook account.
Yes.
But I don't think somebody made a marketing had marketing in the name somewhere, so I think that one might be open.
Well, I don't know that making new accounts is worthwhile because
Yeah.
new accounts take a while to get followers and stuff. We don't have people using the accounts we've got. That's the problem.
I mean, if somebody wants to give me the criteria, I'll do it.
Well, it's never possible to catch you, Aaron, because you're never in the channel.
Never in the channel.
You need to get a bouncer.
I don't even know what a bouncer is.
It keeps you in IRC 24 hours a day.
Ah.
You connect to your bouncer and then you can read up. So if somebody's talking to you, you can respond later. That's why you can always talk to me. I do sleep. And I spend time away from the computer.
I don't really do either one of those right now. During this summer, I'm off.
Well, sleep is necessary for health. And so is being away from the computer sometimes.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, that's set up. Oh, fix that.
So, Aaron, we are half done with our time. What are we going to talk about for the remaining 25 minutes?
Looks like SG Clark wants to try to help us bridge our gap between documentation and developers. Be nice if we could get her into this. And Belinda is trying to get developers to give updates.
Are you talking about Balkinsa?
I'm probably saying it wrong. No doubt.
Her real name is Svetlana. She's one of the completely enthusiastic, wonderful people in Ubuntu land.
Mm-hmm. She's in Ubuntu, I believe, as well. Part of that too. Gone over trying to get more documentation. I just put that symbol. Discuss the ugliness of the docs websites. Okay.
Well, it's not ugly like there's flashing shit. It's just ugly like no
it's
style.
Not unified with everything else.
Exactly. It needs to be themed right along with everything else.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't focus on ugliness, but on the fact that it needs to be themed.
It could be better in my point of view.
Oh, yeah. It's not inviting.
This is not really the perfect word for that, but you know.
So since you are also working on the website, I think that you can make that happen. When the theme is chosen,
they have a theme set. They are just, what's taking them the most time is that they're trying to get little pixel perfect little changes. They're working with the developer of the theme to make some minor changes to get everything just right.
That's awesome. Because actually, I don't usually notice. It's just not quite as good as it could be. But there are people who are like, look at that pixel, it's wrong.
Yeah.
One of my friends is like that. And I often look at his screen grabs and go, oh, yeah, I see. I see that. Yeah, I see that now, that you've blown it up and magnified it. But that's what makes great websites, is attention to detail. I don't have it.
There's a link to it in its current state. Looks like they have about 10 more things that they want to do before they update the URL. Or bugs that they need to fix on the Trello.
Oh, that's pretty. That's going to go well with Plasma 5.
Yeah, I believe I picked the theme, but they've been working really hard to get those little minor bugs that everyone's been reporting when they've looked at it and everything that the bug testers have been noticing. What could be a little bit better. Okay. That's okay, we talked about don't forget action item.
Well, now I should be set up.
Ah, you got the lower third thing set up, Harry.
Yeah.
Whoa, somebody. Oh.
Hey, Valerie.
How do people? Yeah.
I just wrote that Kubuntu is trying to get a comms team together. Am I getting that wrong?
Well, we didn't use that name,
Okay.
but yes, because we have you know, like we have a Facebook account, we have a Twitter, we have I think G Plus we're working with the person, but we're trying to find some people who are willing to use those on a consistent basis, which is what it takes to get followers. So
Yeah. Well, as I am heading Ubuntu comms, well, if there's any question I can be of help, don't hesitate to nag me.
thank you.
Yeah.
So whenever I can be of help, just give me an email. You know my name. You know my IRC nick. I'll be online nearly every evening. So if there's anything I can do, just ping me.
Is this evening for you?
This is evening, actually. Yeah, we are having.
Okay.
It's 9:30 in the evening.
Okay. It's morning for me.
It's mid-afternoon
like-
for me.
Yeah, we're here at 9:38 p.m.
Okay. It's just past noon here, and I stay up late and I get up late. So. Still sipping my morning kefir.
Yeah. Well, then I'll join you with a little bit of ice cream. Well, you started it.
Okay. Guesswork items to use social media more to promote Kubuntu. Contributors. Okay.
Well, I think actually we're going to have to start soon to look through the documentation we've got from 1204 and see if it needs spiffing up for 1210. There shouldn't be too many changes, and because we're not going to do Plasma 5 this
cycle.
So there'll be a lot of screenshots and such next time.
We're probably going to be on Kitty 4.13, maybe .6, maybe. They don't go 14.14.
What are you talking about? What?
The minor point releases for KDE.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's not going to be any major changes until KDE 5.
Right. But that's already coming out, so.
Which I'm actually trying to test currently. It's actually looking really nice. It's very more, it's kind of going along the line of iOS 7 with the flatness.
Yeah, I think that's sort of just I don't think that's following Mac.
Theme.
I think it's more what is happening in design these days.
Yeah. Okay. Brainstorm about more efficient packaging methods and tools. I've not heard of any different tools that we have not already used with it exporting from user base. So can we actually make changes to the user base? I didn't really want to make too many changes in case anything else is coming in translation wise, but I don't think anything's come in, so it's safe to make changes.
Oh, I think if something needs to be changed, something needs to be changed. I threw out a bunch of stuff that was not supposed to be there, and had to throw away a bunch of translations, and it hurt. But you know, you got to do what you got to do. What's important is not translations. What's important is to have accurate, clear documentation. So
Agreed.
yes, I think if it needs to be changed, it needs to be changed.
Okay, I changed the page, our old Kubuntu documentation page, to Kubuntu marketing team. Checking the Twitter to see what kind of Kubuntu pages are up in there. Kubuntu accounts. Who would know about the social accounts and stuff?
Not sure. Ask on Kubuntu Devel list.
I can get into
I would say.
Twitter account. I got in.
Do you use TweetDeck?
No, I do not use TweetDeck.
Okay, because there's a exploit.
Yeah, I actually saw something about that. I wasn't really reading. I just log into the main site.
Well, I finally got it working on my phone, so I use it more. At least read it.
Okay. Okay.
Anyway, we're coming up on the end of our time. I think it's worthwhile to reach out. Always reach out. I loved the session yesterday that you linked me to, that Harry's hour, because everybody can give back, everybody can do something, whether it's in docs or something else. So.
Okay, so we got 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes. Kind of wish we could have had Apache Logger join in. Because I believe he knows more thoroughly about the exporting of the docs than we do.
I'm not sure why that's important for this. Because it really only takes one person to run that, so this is about getting more people involved. That's not.
Fugginess. I don't even know if that's a word. Okay. So we've established that we're going to make a Kubuntu marketing team to help reach out to more users that want to be contributors and help direct them to the appropriate teams that require their techniques and talents or their time restraints that they have to contribute to the Kubuntu project.
I don't like the word marketing myself. Communication sounds a whole lot better.
Yeah, more opening to everybody.
I just don't have a very good view of most marketing.
True. Where is the setting to do that?
Recruiting, comms, those are, yeah, both good ideas. Marketing.
Okay.
Or even Katie uses promo.
Promo team, yeah. And yeah, Chrome's of recruiting. Okay. And then I'm going to send a list to the development list about developing list about taking over the social accounts, as that would probably tie directly into the into the recruiting promo team idea. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably good to talk about it. It's just us here, so as for like a name, and talk more about the concept.
Promo team. Okay. That'll work. The Kubuntu promo team.
We've got 4 minutes left.
Okay. Probably should follow the naming scheme for the social account as well. Have promo somewhere in the name.
Well, let's find out where we are and discuss it some.
I actually have not set up Kmail yet on this computer. There's actually
minutes.
quite a bit of Kubuntu stuff on Twitter.
3 minutes left.
Okay.
Two.
Okay. 2 minutes left. I suppose I'll need somebody else then to help out with the social media.
Yes, it needs to be a team. Especially since you want to have people probably day and night, so you get the Americans and the Europeans at least.
Yeah. Okay.
We're out of time. I need to go. So I will see you.
Alright. Thank you for coming, Valerie. Alright, I guess I'll stop this now.